This is Protos Counseling, and this video is about healing from miscarriage. 1 out of 4 women will experience a miscarriage in their lifetime. Grieving by itself is a very complex process, and in the case of grieving after a miscarriage, grief becomes significantly more complicated. Women and couples who experience early pregnancy loss face the following challenges. Dealing with disfranchised grief. Disfranchised grief means that sometimes miscarriages are not considered by some people, like health professionals, friends, or family members, to be a real or a valid loss. This lack of validation can add to the pain already experienced. It is normal to feel a terrible sense of loss after a miscarriage, but unfortunately, many suffer in silence. Lack of rituals. When a loved one dies, there are rituals in place by society to process the loss and allow us to grieve. With miscarriages, these rituals are sometimes not available. This situation makes the grieving process even more difficult and isolating. Couples experience grief differently. In most cases, women are more open about their grief and their emotions. They express their grief through crying, sleeping, and sharing their loss with close friends and family. However, it's very common that men get into action and protective mode instead of dwelling on their feelings. Their main concern is how to support their wives or partners during this difficult time. They may not share their pain and could act as if life goes on. His reactions could also be hurtful to his wife or partner, especially when we think that there's only one way to grieve. Guilt and shame. Experiencing an early pregnancy loss sometimes carries with it a sense of responsibility in women. Questions and thoughts such as, what did I do to cause this? Did I exercise too much? Did I eat something wrong? These types of questions and thoughts are a normal part of the grieving process since we are trying to make sense out of what happened. Trying to find a reason for the miscarriage provides us with some sense of control over the situation. However, it's important to know that there are multiple reasons why we experience miscarriages, and those reasons have nothing to do with something that we did or didn't do. So where do we go from here? First off, be gentle with yourself. You are going to have good days and not so good days, and that's fine. You just experienced one of the most difficult things for women and their partners. Engage in activities that may help you in understanding what the loss means to you. Some of these activities include writing in a journal, blogging, or joining a support group. These activities can help you share your story and make meaning of your loss. Create your own rituals. This is a very personal thing to do, and it all depends on what makes sense to you. Some ideas could be planting flowers, creating an album, writing a poem to your baby, performing a ceremony at home or at church, or lighting a candle. Do what is best for you and your partner. It is fine if you are not ready to get pregnant again, if you don't want to go to baby showers, or if you want to see an infertility doctor. It's all okay. People have opinions, but what counts is what you think will be helpful to you and your healing process. Counseling and couples counseling. After a miscarriage, some women may need the support of a therapist to help them make sense of their situation. Sometimes couples counseling is necessary to understanding how each other are dealing with the loss. There's nothing wrong in looking for support and help. At Protos Counseling, we can help you in your grieving and infertility journey. Contact us today and find out how.